MovieWeb.com.
A lot of what we see in the film comes from repressed memory from your own self, right? Is that true?
Yeah, it is me in the movie, of course. What do you mean? Does it look like me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so it's
Well,
me.
no, I mean most of what we see in the film comes from I read the notes. It said you had very repressed memories, that this was almost like therapy for you, and these like memories started to flow out during the making of the film. I'm wondering, now going back and looking and recalling those memories that were lost, do you sort of recall them in this sort of animation style when you think of those memories? I mean, does this animation kind of get mixed up in your brain?
You mean if now my memories are kind of animated?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good question. I think it's kind of a mixture, really. Because the animation is so, I mean, it refers so good to reality that you just lose judgment whether it's drawn or not drawn. And I think that, I mean, who decides what is more true? I mean, if you would have seen my image on a screen, whatever screen it is, and it was a digital image or an analog image shot by a camera, it was still made by pixels, by dots and lines. It was not me sitting on the screen, right? And this is a drawn image, so both of them use the same voice. So is it more true when it's pixelized than when it's drawn? I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, the documentary mixed with animation is sort of becoming more prominent now. I mean, we never saw that before the last couple of years. I'm wondering, what appealed to you about like sort of meshing those two types of filmmaking together?
Just freedom, the freedom to do whatever you want to do. And I think that traditional documentary is really strict and defined by rules, if you ask me. And I was tired of those rules, and I was looking for a new way to tell a story. And you can just go from one dimension to another all the time with animation, from reality to dreams to hallucinations to whatever you like. And it's all about freedom, and artistic freedom is the main thing for me. So I could take it.
Well, when you were talking to Bose for the first time, am I saying his name right? Bose?
Bose, yeah, Bose.
Did you have were these images coming out of your brain as he was telling the story at the bar? I mean, is that what set this whole thing off? Like, did you see the images in your head as we see them on the screen?
Yeah, definitely. Because I knew when he was talking about being haunted by 26 dogs, and I know where he works, and I know the geography of the center of Tel Aviv where it happened in his dream. So I could immediately, and it was a very illustrative dream, if you come to think about it, dogs running in the main street of the city. So it was not colored yet, but I knew how it would look.
Now, how difficult was it for you to find an actor to play him? Because, I mean, that must have been a difficult process to go through to get somebody just like him to come in and...
I don't think so. I was just, I had the story, I had the monologue of the guy, and I tried to take someone that, for me, has some kind of resemblance in terms of character. And I took an actor I knew very well. And he didn't have to improvise a lot because the story was already there. So it was not that difficult.
Okay, and then one last question. I want to know, how did making a live-action 90-minute film before you made the animation help in the process and help complete what you were doing with the project?
Well, I can tell you it's very frustrating to go from live-action to animation, okay? Things that are so obvious for you are endless when it turns into animation. For example, if in the film, there is a shot that we speak and I smoke a cigarette, okay? So you would come to the studio, and on Monday, it will be like this: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, next week. And then after 10 days, you see that the movement is like this. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you have to redo it. And you feel that you don't have real control over the process. It takes you time to realize that. And you can't make things work quicker. I mean, this is the pace of things. And once you get used to it, afterwards you get addicted to it because it is so beautiful and it gives you so much freedom. And now I don't think I can work in any other form.
Waltz with Bashir.